These prayers just from humble hearts forth sent were nothing slow to climb the starry sky, but swift as winged birds themselves present before the Father of the heavens high. The Lord accepted them, and gently bent upon the faithful host his gracious eye. And in what pain and what distress it laid, he saw and grieved to see, and thus he said, Mine armies dear till now have suffered woe, distress and danger. Hell's infernal power their enemy hath been, the world their foe. But happy be their actions from this hour. What they begin to blessed end shall go, and will refresh them with a gentle shower. Rinaldo shall return, the Egyptian crew they shall encounter, conquer and subdue. At these high words great heaven began to shake. The fixed stars, the planets wandering still, trembled the air, the earth and ocean quake. Spring, fountain, river, forest, dale, and hill, from north to east a lightning flash outbreak, and coming drops presaged with thunder shrill. With joyful shouts the soldiers on the plain these tokens bless of long desired rain. A sudden cloud, as when Helios prayed, not from dry earth exhaled by Phoebus' beams, arose, moist heaven his windows open laid, whence clouds by heaps outrush in watery streams. The world o'erspread was with a gloomy shade, that like a dark mirksome even it seems. The crashing rain from molten skies down fell, and o'er their banks the brooks and fountains swell. In summer season, when the cloudy sky upon the parched ground doth rain down send, as duck and mallard in the furrows dry, with merry noise the promised showers attend, and spreading broad their wings displayed lie, to keep the drops that on their plumes descend. And where the streams swell to a gathered lake, therein they dive, and sweet refreshing take. So they the streaming showers with shouts and cries salute, which heaven shed on the thirsty lands. The falling liquor from the dropping skies he catcheth in his lap. He barehead stands, and his bright helm to drink therein unties. In the fresh streams he dives his sweaty hands, their faces some, and some their temples wet, and some to keep the drops large vessels set. Nor man alone to ease his burning sore herein doth dive and wash, and hereof drinks, but earth itself, weak, feeble, faint before, whose solid limbs were cleft with rifts and chinks, received the falling showers, and gathered store of liquor sweet that through her veins down sinks, and moisture new infused largely was in trees and plants and herbs, in flowers and grass. Earth, like the patient was, whose lively blood hath overcome at last some sickness strong, whose feeble limbs had been the bait and food whereon this strange disease depastured long, but now restored in health and welfare stood, as sound as erst, as fresh, as fair as young, so that forgetting all his grief and pain, his pleasant robes and crowns he takes again. Ceased the rain, the sun began to shine, with fruitful, sweet, benign, and gentle ray, full of strong power and vigour masculine, as be his beams in April or in May. O happy zeal, who trusts in help divine, the world's afflictions thus can drive away, can storms appease, and times and seasons change, and conquer fortune, fate, and destiny strange.